Hi, my name is Kevin Holtry, and I'm here representing the latest graduating class of Canine Companions for Independence and our service dogs. Just a little bit about myself. I'm from Boise, Idaho, born and bred, third generation Idahoan. On a little bit about myself, how I ended up getting here. I have been a police officer for 22 years and a tactical SWAT officer for almost 16 of those years. On November 11th of 2016, I was involved in a apprehension of a violent gang member who had shot 3 people a couple days prior and had carjacked an elderly lady at gunpoint. We got into a vehicle pursuit with him in Boise. He ultimately ditched his car. They called the SWAT team out. We went to look for him. I was point. I had a partner, and then our canine Jardo, among 2 other canines that were part of our team. We were doing a yard-to-yard search during the daylight, approximately 5 o'clock in the evening, and at one point we didn't stumble across him, but we came across him. We were ambushed. I was shot 5 times. As a result, my partner Chris Davis, who was my cover officer at that time, was shot also in the leg, and then our canine Jardo, who was a Belgian Malinois, was shot and ultimately died 2 days later as a result of the shooting. I was shot 5 times. I was shot in my femur, my lower left leg, my stomach, my hip, and then what paralyzed me was a bullet that went through my lower body and then transitioned up into my T11 vertebrae, where I still have one of the slugs to this day. It paralyzed me from the waist down. So that was how I ended up getting injured. I'm coming up on my 4th anniversary. It's been a very difficult transition for me. However, I live in a town just north, it's a suburb of Boise, but it's called Eagle. There's a very nice lady and her husband who are puppy raisers. And one day when I finally got my house remodeled and I came back, she stopped by my house and she said, "Hey, this is what Canine Companions for Independence is. This is what we do." And at the time, I really didn't want anything to do with it. I was just learning how to use a chair. It was really new to me. And then she went through her since I had known her, she'd gone through her first dog, and then she just recently, a couple months ago, came back with another puppy. And then I started the process, and I call it like joining the CIA. The CC, or Canine Companions, doesn't mess around with their selection process. So I was really honored to finally be selected as one of the recipients of a service dog. And I went through the process. I came up here, I interviewed, and then of course with COVID and so forth, that's why we're doing this virtually. We were pushed back from April of this year until end of July. I was fortunate enough that my birthday was the very first Monday that we came here. We were here with 4 other people that had been accepted in the program. And I think as far as some of my highlights that I can say is that everybody's got different skills and different abilities and different needs, but I've really seen, even in a week to 2 weeks, I know the class has been condensed, but how everybody's come together and molded, and how everybody's so supportive of one another. And you hear these eruptions of cheer and praise for the dogs when they do something else, and I just pray and I hope that when they get home, everybody continues to be as successful as they have been here, because I owe it to the puppy raisers, I owe it to the breeders, I owe it to the trainers if you've ever trained a dog, and the amount of effort and commitment that they put into this, like I told Bella, she's either an angel or an alcoholic, because this is not easy work. It's not easy work trying to help us out. And I hope that I can go back, and I really feel, even since I've been here, I was hesitant to come here. I wasn't even sure that I wanted to do it at some points, but I can tell you right now, I am so ecstatic to have Elwood the Fourth, who is the 4th Elwood of the Elwood line that has been through Canine Companions for Independence, that he will be amazing, and I hope that it'll break down some barriers between people that see me in a chair and missing a leg and being an amputee, and that they feel more comfortable with being around me in these scenarios. And not only that, but just the day-to-day help, the motivation that he gives me, I can tell already, and that the structure that he's giving me. And I'm really blessed, and all I can say is thank you. And I hope, again, that everybody is as grateful as I am, and I have no doubt that they are. But I'm really, truly blessed to be part of this organization. I hope to for the rest of my life. So thank you.